Hello there, Aries. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. Thank you so much for being here today. Remember that these are timeless readings, so trust that the universe has brought you here. We've got a jumper here. That the universe has brought you here because there is a message in today's card reading that is meant just for you. Whatever it is that you may be going through or whatever is weighing heavily in your heart or on your mind, please trust that you are here for a message. So please keep an open mind, take what resonates and leave the rest for everyone else. All right, bottom of the deck today. Wow, Ace of Wands. What a beautiful card. So with the Ace of Wands, many of you are getting that spark. You may be getting some fresh new ideas and maybe getting some just kind of like a different outlook on things. And you're starting to see that maybe there's a way out, right? Some of you may be considering a career change and you've got this a little bit of inspiration that's kind of moving you in the direction of just something that is more in line with your future goals, hopes, dreams, that sort of thing. Now, we did have this guy here that is the jumper, and he kind of popped out first as I was shuffling, but we decided to go ahead and take him. But you've got the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is all about standing your ground, holding your ground. If you have made a decision because you've gotten this spark, if you've made this decision that this is the direction that you want for your life, for your dreams, for you to follow your dreams, there you go. You've got a perfect card here that supports that. It's okay to support whatever it is that you truly believe in. And I have no doubts, Aries, that you will do that because you guys are very bold. Look at that. Yeah, so this big inspiration that you're having is sort of like, you're starting to realize, yeah, there's something so much bigger out there for you, and it's going to lead to this generational wealth, stability, your legacy. I think many of us right now, because of the way things are, just the energies around us, we're really considering, the big picture. What is it all for? What are we here for? What is our divine purpose? And many of us are really considering, like, what is our legacy? What do we want to leave behind? So you're on that path. Go on ahead. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, see? Many of you are really considering, making a big shift, making a big choice here. And it's really, truly weighing very heavily on you because if you are making a career change, many of you are thinking to yourself like, wow, that's too big of a change, right? You were very comfortable with what you were doing. You've been doing it for many years. And then now you're thinking that's not in line with what I truly want. Now, with the Two of Swords here, again, this is a reminder to you, for you to trust your intuition and to really listen to your inner knowing, your inner self, your highest self. And that's going to be the thing that's going to lead you in that direction. Whatever it is that is in line with your divine purpose, trust your gut, trust your intuition. It will always lead you in the right direction. The Death card, yeah, this, whatever it is that has sparked your interest, that you really truly feel like you've got to defend, it's truly transformative. It's something that is changing you on a very deep spiritual level. It's going to bring you in alignment with the thing that you want and what you desire the most in your life. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and with this big transition here, it wouldn't be a surprise for you to feel as though you're going to be missing out, you're going to lose out on something because it's going to be a big change in your life, right? It's something, this isn't, this is a big deal. The Death card is death and rebirth. This is a major arcana card, which everybody has been getting the Death card because we're all in this transformative phase right now with the way, the planets are aligning, the stars, all of that. Just everybody is going through this huge rebirth, and many of you are feeling a sense of loss, which is natural, right? Whenever we make huge changes in our lives. Now, with this energy of you having to defend your beliefs or stand your ground, hold your ground, you're going to run into a little bit of conflict here. However, if you do run into conflict, you're being reminded here to really start to see things from a different perspective. Perhaps you need to communicate a little differently so that people around you will understand your direction, your goals, that it isn't about them, it's about you. It's about what you want for yourself, for your life. It's not, sometimes whenever we go through huge rebirths, huge changes, people take almost an offense to it, right? As if they're, like it causes them to see you or perceive you in a different way. but understand that, you know, like compromising, communicating, seeing things from a different perspective will often soften that, right? But nevertheless, stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in. Look at that Page of Wands, new beginnings, new inspiration. You really are seeing yourself as, you know, something, you want this new thing. Whatever it is, you're inspired, you want this new thing. And that's, you know, that's okay, right? That's okay to want new things in your life. Whatever it is that's going to keep you in alignment, make you happy, you have to follow your heart. You have to follow what your soul is telling you. Yeah, see, this is you focusing your energy on something that is so meaningful for you, and it's going to bring about this stability, this great wealth, generational wealth here for you. Some of you may be learning a different way of making money, right? You know, maybe investing more in your finances, learning about money is a big deal right now, and that's okay, right? Some of you who are going through this big career change, you're going to feel a sense of loss because it's such a huge change in your life, like a transition. Maybe some of you are starting your own business and you know there's going to be a little bit of, you know, a little bit of financial tightness there, you know, as with any business that you're starting out with, right? But you're willing to dedicate yourself, dedicate your time, your energy into building this new thing, whatever this new endeavor is for you. Again, it could be a job, it could be a career, it could be a side hustle, whatever it is, you're really focusing your energy there, which is really good. Three of Swords, whatever has caused you this heartache, and you know, this conflict here that's going to happen because you are going through this huge rebirth, right, is going to cause a lot of heartache, right, in the long run. Because whenever your direction is, if it doesn't seem to mesh with what other people want in your life, right, it can create a little bit of, you know, just that battle, that conflict with other people. Understand that you have to learn the lesson here, and perhaps this is just, again, with the Swords, this is the mind. Maybe you need to see things differently, show compassion, communicate better, compromise, right? But definitely, if you are suffering heartache here, learn the lesson. Right? How did it allow you to get closer to your highest and best self? Find your lesson. What was the lesson behind all of that? And then move forward. You're not meant to live in the past. Yeah, so many of you may experience a little bit of heartache, betrayal here with this sense of loss. Maybe this is the card of lying, cheating, stealing. Maybe you feel as though you have been wronged. Someone took from you, and that caused quite a bit of heartache, betrayal, right? But again, in this situation, remember that this card here, the Seven of Swords, this can also be changing your plans, right? Having a detour, planning, strategizing. If you are trying to make an exit strategy from, say, your current career, your current job, and you have been, you know, offered a different position from a competing company, some of you may be, you know, changing your plans here because now you know that there's something more, there's something better for you maybe on the other side. But I'm sensing a little bit of an apprehension here because you've got the two sevens here, kind of like you're kind of in your head right now, and you're there's a little bit of fear going on there, which is okay, because if you are going through a huge transformation, career-wise, love-wise, whatever it is, sometimes that can bring about quite a bit of apprehension. Whatever it is that is presented to you, have no fear. You are going to be very logical about it, and don't worry about what challenges are presented to you. You're going to be able to, you know, deal with it head on. And that's the other thing too. The King of Swords, yeah, he's the only king that faces forward, so he's not shy. He's not backing down from anything. So know that you will have that spirit, you will have that energy to deal with things straight on. Not a big deal. Yeah, many of you are moving, planning, strategizing a big move, maybe something that is going to be more in alignment with what your truest desires are. But definitely many of you, through your willpower, your desire, perseverance, you are going to achieve victory here. You just got to take some planning here and really commit to whatever decision that you finally make here. But remember, go with your gut. There you go. So you've got the Five of Pentacles up to the Six of Pentacles. Have no fear. Whatever it is that you feel as though you may have lost, right? If you change your way of seeing things and not think that you've lost these Five Pentacles, maybe understanding that, like, okay, fine, I don't have the Five Pentacles, but look, you've got the Six of Pentacles right above. Ask for support. Ask for help. If you are in need of support, like if you're starting a business or something like that, you need some guidance, ask for help, right? But the other thing is the Six of Pentacles can be also a card of abundance. So it is coming your way, especially next to the Chariot card here. This is a card of victory. So yes, you are definitely going to receive abundance. But this is also a card of balance and reciprocity. So make sure that if you are asking for support at some point, you're going to be asked to return that favor at some point, right? Somebody in your path, somebody in your life may need support, and you will be that person. You will be the one to offer that. All right. Let's take a look at some other cards here, angel cards. See if we can tighten up your reading a little bit, make some sense out of it. More sense out of it anyways. All right, Five of Water. So Five of Cups. Things not turning out the way you hoped. Not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Yeah, so Five of Cups, remember, like in the Rider-Waite tarot cards, it's like the guy staring at the 3 cups that have spilled and then the 2 cups in the background that still remain. Much like here, you've got 3 cups here that have spilled over, and then you've got the 2 cups in the background. But this is a reminder for you to understand that, yes, things, you may feel a sense of loss here, like these 3 cups have been lost. However, kind of like here, you feel a sense of lack. Instead of focusing on the things that have spilled, think of the things that continue to remain in your life and move forward from there. Don't get so hung up by the things that have already happened. Don't get hung up on the past. Instead, begin to see things from a different perspective, just like I said here. Begin to see things from a different perspective, and and pick up these 2 cups and do something with them, because those 2 cups truly are blessings for you as well. 10 of Air, so 10 of Swords. So with the 10 of Air here, the 10 of Swords is like, the guy that's face down with all the swords on his back. So that's the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So many of you, if you are recovering from an addiction, congratulations. If you are doing really, really well with that, keep going. But the 10 of Swords is also a blessing in disguise. So whatever has hurt you in the past, it's time for you to really let them go and accept that there are lessons to be learned, and that this is the start of a new day, a start of a new opportunity for you, if you allow it to happen, right? If you allow it to be like a stepping stone to something new, well, definitely. Or you can continue to be face down and live in the past, which obviously that's not the route, right? That's not the proper thing to do, is to live in the past. Instead, learn from the mistakes, learn from the heartache, and move forward. Strength. So great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So yeah, so in this situation here with the Strength card, if someone has wronged you, caused you a lot of heartache, or this conflict really caused a lot of, pain in your life, along with it, that's why you get the 10 of Swords here. It's time to let go. It's time to forgive the situation so that you can move forward, right? Because you weren't meant to live in the past. You weren't meant to not receive victory and success. So the universe has something tremendous for you here. It's just that it's going to create a little bit of a blowback, in your direction. But if you are in true alignment with your highest self, these things really won't bother you, because you are already expecting it, right? But you hold steadfast for what you believe in, because this is your ultimate goal, is this legacy. Creating this legacy and allowing yourself to be spiritually transformed so that you are in alignment with the universe here to receive all the abundance that the universe is trying to give you. So allow this spark of energy and inspiration to come into your life, and watch your life transform. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.